Fairly often you can say an August day was nice, and today was a nice day. A lot of sunshine. It was still hot. Temperatures in the lower 90s, but the humidity is still on the lower side. Dew points all day today, 60s or lower 70s, so not as much of a heat index. Again, all things considered, heat indices this time of year could be in the 110 plus range, and our record today just 2 years ago was 102. So that 93, all of a sudden not so bad. We are still running above average, but I think a little closer to average for the next couple of days, and then likely below average for our Labor Day weekend. A lot of sunshine all day today, though we did see a few isolated showers pop up a little closer to the metro area earlier in the afternoon. Those showers gone. Rest of the rainfall at the moment more along the bayou, coastal parishes, or over in Morgan City. A decent little shower. Upper 80s and low 90s on the map right now, which again for August isn't terrible when you factor in the lower humidity. And again, not exactly a fall feel, but we'll take it. And every little bit helps. Those dew points 60s and 70s, and drier air to our north, which I think is going to get some reinforcement in the coming days, and our forecasts are a little bit more aggressive with the drop in humidity coming up. Now we'll likely see kind of a boost in humidity going toward Friday, Saturday. That's mainly because we're expecting some showers on those days, but another drop in humidity making most of our holiday weekend very, very nice. So wrapping up August, heading into September, fairly pleasant because of this persistent upper pattern. Now the reason the last couple of days have been on the hotter side, yesterday was 95, 93 today, is we still have some influence of this upper high. That is shifting away from us, so we start to see near normal temperatures, but with this upper troughing pattern persisting through the weekend and most of next week, this keeps kind of that northerly flow, meaning milder, drier air, and at times embedded within this some fronts. And we are looking to see a fairly decent front move in on Friday, triggering a chance of rain and kind of a cool down for much of the nation, at least with respect to below average temperatures. And that's likely what we're going to see heading into the end of August and start of September. Temperatures below normal. Normal is 91, almost 90 degrees, so below average would be upper 80s. Hey, for August and almost September, upper 80s wouldn't be bad. We got a stationary front that is offshore, but as that tries to move a little bit closer to us, it may help to trigger some showers, especially across parts of southwestern or south central Louisiana and kind of our southwestern parishes. Though as we get later into that forecast period, few isolated showers possible. I'm keeping us mostly dry until we get into this front on Friday. That rainfall may though linger into early Saturday and then starting to dry out by Saturday afternoon, evening. The only active storm that we have right now is Farnell, barely holding on to tropical storm status. The other area that we'll be watching, not being highlighted by the Hurricane Center, is an old trough or an old front that is sitting offshore, not only in the Gulf, but in the Atlantic waters. And there are some indications are that as this kind of gets reinforced by more of that upper troughing, it could help to develop a little broad surface low off the East Coast. Model's not very aggressive with anything happening, but it is possible going into early to mid next week, something trying to form right along the East Coast. For the Gulf and for the Caribbean, all is quiet and looks to stay that way through the end of the month, actually into the start of September. About a 10% chance for an isolated shower or two tomorrow and Thursday. I think the better chance is going to be on Friday and into early Saturday. Then some very pleasant weather as we wrap up August and start September.